Hey YouTube, bradz 115 here, bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and basically I'm just here today to give you an update because Konami had just released, gave us the updates for what's going on in January in Duel Links, and also announced a new box. So I'm just gonna go through like what's going on real quick in the world of Duel Links, and then we're gonna go through certain cards in the new box that I'm really interested in and really hyped for. So anyway, let's hop over into the game. Okay, now besides that, Konami already announced what's coming to Duel Links in January. Right now, if you don't know, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Chronicles 5D's Attack of the Dark Signs event is currently going on. I mentioned this in my last video. Go check that out if you haven't. But we're getting Majestic Red Dragon in this event, and we're also getting an exclusive skill for Jack and Yusei, which I haven't checked that out yet, but we will in a minute after I go over the January event. But anyway, we also have a skills rebalancing and an update to our duelists apparently. And then besides that, we also had a change to the ban list. So let's go check out the ban list and see what happened. Like, I know one card got hit, but is it only one card? Oh wow, it really is just this card. But anyway, if you don't know, Battling Box of Veil was basically a substitute for Kite Roid in a sense. But when you would take damage, you could spell summon this card from your hand, and if you do, gain life points equal to the damage you took. This card is being lowered down, being put into a limit of 3 on the ban list. So now if you have any cards in the same tier, you can only have at most at least 2 or 1 copy of this. Well, 2, or go ahead and say screw it and use 3 copies of this. I haven't had a chance to try this out yet, but now that I'm reading this effect, and since it plays with life points, which a roam mages like to do, I might try to mess with this card in a roam mage deck if there's room for it. But that's all on the ban list. Let's go down to the skill rebalances because I seen that was a thing happening. Wait. Anyway, let's check out the skill rebalances and see what skills are being hit and changed. See, the implementation of the rebalancing of skills is planned to occur on the date listed below. Please see below for the changes that are going to be made and our reasoning behind these changes. Changes made to skills effect will be applied to both PvP and PvE duels when update version 5.30 comes out on January 15th through the 17th. Okay, so let's see what skills are being touched up on. Now this is the only part that haven't really been spoiled for me. See, the rebalancing of the skills will be applied to the game by that update. We already read this, but reasoning for the skill rebalancing, because I know back in the day when I was really playing Fortune Ladies, I would abuse time passes because basically, in a sense, Fortune Ladies don't have a level cap in Duel Links. Because I was getting my Fortune Lady every attack points literally up to level 19, level up to level 19, and the attack points would still scale up. So I think Konami really do need to patch that, because that's will kind of trick people if they see that, oh, this dude just got an overpowered Fortune Lady every. Good thing I have a Regeki. But anyway, let's see, time pass is being changed. Oh, it's getting a buff. Okay. Emergency card also getting a buff. Okay, so something about buffing the skill when there is 3 monsters at the same level. So I'm not reading these because these are not the changes. These are just basically their logic behind changing these skills. Like, to me, in my personal opinion, time passage doesn't need a buff, but I'm gonna have to compare the two. Let's go do that now real quick. Let's look at time passage, because to me personally, that, and I kind of don't think Ready for Victory needs a buff, but it would be nice if it would consider if you had an extra monster at the same level, because that would benefit it. Because I have experienced some issues with the skill where I have 2 monsters at the same level, but if I special summon a 3rd monster at the same level, it's just like, oh, sorry, the skill's dead. And then I never really used Ultimate Earthbound Immortal. I think I only used it once as a PvE joke, but Anyway, let's go check out time passes real quick. Okay, here we are over at Dark Side of Carly. Now, let's see how time passes work at the current moment. Select one Fortune Lady monster you control. Its level is increased by 3 until the end of the turn. The skill can only be used once per turn and twice per duel. So, yeah, like I have to read to see how they're gonna buff the skill because this is the skill that I currently run in Fortune Ladies when I'm just playing them casually against some of my friends. I honestly don't feel like the skill needs any buff, but hey, it might be even funner to play Fortune Ladies depending on what the buff to the skill is. So let's go back to the list and see what the buff exactly is. So here we are on the updated skills. Increase the level of one Fortune Lady monster you control by 3 until the end phase. This skill can only be used once per turn. Now, see, right here it says we are strengthening some character exclusive skills to make them easier to use. To me, this is the same thing, but it's also limiting how much you can actually use it. Because it's the same text, just reworded, and they reduced how many turns you can use it, or how many times you can use it. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, there it is a buff, because the original text said once per duel. So you can use the skill once per turn now, meaning this skill will be broken for, well, not on, well, yeah, for Fortune Ladies decks, and it will even make it easier for them to go into like crazier XYZ monsters as well. So this could be actually a more fun skill to use because we already have Fortune Lady pass who can adjust any monster's level, and then great, I'm already getting creative with it, but yeah, that's a good buff to the skill. See, Mercy card can be used turns 5 and onward. Well, turn 5 and onward, or if your life points are at 2,000 or below. Reveal one elemental hero monster in your hand, then add one elemental hero monster with a different name from your deck to your hand. Okay, so this could be a good um, choice for people who don't have Stratos and just really trying to hurry up into the fusion plays. So I can see that skill being used a lot. But let's see. Can be used if you control 2 or more monsters with the same level during this turn. The attack of AC monster you control increased by 500 attack. This skill can only be used once per duel. Okay. Can be used turn 5 and onward if you control Earthbound Immortal. I'm not going to say that. During your draw phase, instead of conducting your normal draw, reduce your opponent's life points to 1. Okay, so this is the Rex Goodwin exclusive skill. I remember it. But yeah, I never really used it. But hey, I like the changes they're making to these skills. So yeah, that's the bandits and basically the rebalancing some skills. Basically, my opinion on the skills changes is I can't wait to try the upgraded time passage, and I'm definitely going to be using the Mercy card. And for Yuma at the moment, since I don't have Automatopia, I am using Ready for Victory for my Xyz decks that I play. Now let's look at the upcoming updates to Duel Links. And this is I'm really excited for because a card that I want in the game is finally coming. And if you don't know, I love Bradz Black Dragon, and some support for his deck is coming. Now we still need more support besides this card, but it's a good start. It will help Red Eyes deal with some of the monsters that just way outpower it because the card we get is really powerful, but it just takes a little bit of work, not much. Red Eyes can go into this card with ease. But anyway, what's coming up in Duel Links right now is the 4th anniversary New Week and End of Week campaign. January is the month Duel Links was released globally in celebration of the anniversary. Special gifts are available at the beginning and the end of the week of January. Okay, so we're getting some gifts, which I believe that was the UR prismatic ticket, a Blue Eyes alternative dragon. I don't think we're getting a Dark Magician this year. And then the Play Madness sleeves, so I believe that's what was coming in that. Because I do remember watching that in Brad HD's video and Watt 007's video. By the way, go check them out. They are great content creators for Duel Links. Okay, and then early January we have the Mission Circuit. Complete missions to race around the circuit. Get the new UR card, Flying Elephant, and gems. Hmm. Okay. Uh, let's look at the Flying Elephant real quick. Okay, this right here will be the Flying Elephant. It looks like to be a win level 4 monster. See, once per turn, if this card would be destroyed by their card effects, if it is not destroyed once per turn during the end phase, if this card effect was applied this turn, apply the following effect. During your next turn, if this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, you win the duel. So give this card power of the Guardian and go in for game? Question mark? For the record, I will try that. I might get clapped trying that. I might get cussed out again playing Yu-Gi-Oh because of it. But screw it, I'm gonna try it. Okay. Besides that, we have the Sark attack coming back around again. So if you didn't get Sark later this year, then well, he's coming back around for you to get, and he's coming with an upgrade to one of the cards you get from leveling him up, which is full armor X-ray black. Well, full armored black ray, full armored XC's Black Ray Lancer. Dang, I can't speak today. But anyway, let's go back to the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki and check this card out. You know what? Let's go to Duel Links meta. Okay, here we are. Okay, full armor Black Ray Lancer. Here he is. He's a water rank 4 Xyz monster. If you don't know, he's the upgraded form to Black Ray Lancer, and also the monster that Sark and Yuma used to defeat the, well, they were bank robbers, guys that Sark was hanging out with in season 1 after he gave Yuma that big L. But anyway, he basically used this card to defeat the Bronchosaurus. Basically, it was the monster we got in our last box, the XCs. I should know this monster's name because I actually have the card, but that's besides the point. But anyway, let's go back to it. Okay, this is a level of 3. It takes 3 level 4 water monsters just like Shark Drake does. You can also exceed summon this card by using a rank 3 water exceeds monster. So yeah, Konami is basically already having us do the Chaos Exceeds mechanic, which one you can either use a rank up magic card, or 2, you could just use the Exceeds monster you already had to field, such as Black Ray Lancer that you get at level 3, well level 21 for Shark. But besides that, if this card, if you control the, it has to be an Exceeds monster that's rank 3 and have no overlay units. But anyway, this card gains 200 attack for each Exceed material attached to it. If this face-up card would be destroyed, you can detach all Exceed material instead. If this card destroys an opponent monster by battle, you can target one spell and trap card your opponent controls and destroy that target. So this is great back row removal. So basically you would, the plan idea is to use your Black Ray Lancer, take advantage of its effect to negate your opponent's effect 2 times, and then next turn go into a full armor Black Ray Lancer and use his effect to keep popping back row or save him. But anyway, I didn't know about this one. I know white rose and blue rose. Cause black. Okay, I might look at that one later. But anyway, back to the, alright. And then once in early January, Dark Side Dimension Yugi will finally have his challenges available. Oh wait. Okay, yeah, he will finally have his challenges available, so you no longer will have to wait for his event to actually unlock him. He will have challenges, which I will have to look up to see what they are to actually unlock him once this event, once this happens in Duel Links in early January. So let's see here. What else going on? Oh, once again, the missing Mingo coming around, and we will get gems from that, and the monster Crane Crane, which I don't think Crane Crane was anything to write home about. But let me look it up real quick without changing the camera to check. Okay, Crane Crane is an alright card. Basically, you can normal summon it. Sorry for that. You can normal summon it, and its effect will allow you to special summon a level 3 monster in your graveyard, but it has its effects negated. And then you can only use Cran's effect once per turn. But yeah, you can basically use it to go into a rank 3 XEs monster right on your first turn when you play it. So if you're playing a lot of rank 3 XEs, it's an alright card for free to play players at least. Then they talking about some more drops from the mid-January event for the 4th anniversary of Duel Links. And then we have the Raid Dual Dimensional Disaster and Door Doom Volt the Cubic Emperor. This is the event where we fight, well, Volt the Cubic Emperor in Duel Links. And basically, we get a new Cubic card from this event, which is Cubic Ascension and the SR card Gundari. Yeah, it's Gundari. But anyway, let's check out Cubic Ascension and Gundari in Duel Links meta. Okay, here you are. Cubic Ascension. It's a normal trap card, so it's kind of slow. But when an opponent monster declares an attack, special summon one cubic well, feed them the cubic seed from your deck. And if you do, change the attack target to it and perform damage calculation if your opponent's life points are at least 2,000 points higher than yours. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one, feed them the cubic seed from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Then if only your opponent controlled a monster when this effect was activated, you can spell summon up to 2 more Vijum the Cubic Seed. You only use the effect of Cubic Ascension once per turn. Okay, so now in my opinion, when this event happens, you definitely need to farm 3 of them. But it's also basically expecting you to use the skill to actually use Cubic Ascension, because right now we don't have the Cubic Seeds as like a level up reward or in a box or anything like that. So I want you to use the skill so you can actually take advantage of this card. Now let's go check out Gundor. I think that wasn't another one that wasn't special. Oh, it's this spirit monster. It's fire attribute level 4. This card cannot be spell summoned. This card returns to its owner's hand during the end phase of this turn. If this turn it is normal summon or flip face up, if this card battles a synchro monster, return both monsters to the owner's hand at the start of the damage step without damage calculation. Okay, so basically this will only affect if you're going against, say, like super heavy samurais, because basically they would use that monster, well, the synchro monster they always go into. If this face down, they would just might ignore it completely and just attack into you. But if for some reason they decide, you know what, I want to use one attack to attack their face down and attack you, and you will be very lucky because they would just end up losing that super heavy 6 samurai and having to pass the turn. But like I said, most likely the super heavy 6 samurai player, why do I always want to call him super heavy 6 samurai? But the super heavy samurai will most likely attack you directly, ignoring the monsters you have fixed out on the field. So he's alright, but there's not many, well, there's tons of decks that will get screwed by him, but certain matchups he will be a miss. After that event, we have the event that I'm excited for because my homie's finally coming to the game, which he should have been in Duel Links because that's when he was in, well, not Duel Links, in GX because that's when he was introduced. But we get the Tech Duel Tournament event coming back to Duel Links, and basically the homie Red Eyes Darkness Dragon is coming to the game, and the new SR card Neo Force, which I thought Neo Force was in the game, but it's not. But anyway, let's head over to Duel Links meta and check them out. Alright, here we are. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. If you don't know, he is a level 9 Dark Attribute monster, but he's kind of like how Red Eyes used to be played a lot back in the day, where it was like special summon the OG and then get one of the upgraded forms out. Now, he's similar to Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, has in the fact he gains attack points. Now, the attack points he gains is less, but Anyway, you can have Red Eyes Black Dragon out on the field, trigger him off, special summon Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, and then this card will gain 300 attack for every dragon monster in your graveyard. And then Red Eyes is really dead easy to do this because you have Red Eyes Insight, you have Red Eyes Fusion. It will be really easy to go into them. It's just like I kind of just gonna probably make a deck just dedicated to him because Red Eye Slash, as you seen in my last video, people know how to play around him now. There's a lot of cards to get around him and get over that whole target pop thing. And plus, Red Eye Fusion slows him down. So I have to rework the Red Eye deck right now and probably just drop Red Eye Fusion and substitute it for Poly and just have ways to search out the Poly. But anyway, let's. Oh wait, there was one more card, wasn't there? Force is a card that pops a monster, and I think I spelled Force wrong. Excuse me while I go back to the game. And I think it's only saying I'm spelling it wrong because I did put an S at Neos. Okay, I thought I was crazy, but it was just complaining that I didn't put an S at the end. But anyway, this is a card that you equip to Elemental Hero Neos. He gains 800 attack, and when it destroys an opponent monster by battle and send it to the graveyard, inflict damage equal to your opponent's attack points of the destroyed monster. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, but the downside is this card is stuffed back into your deck, so you can't spam it. But still, it's a good card. And we have Dual Quest coming. We have Stealth Bird, which is a flip effect monster that inflicts 500 points of damage. I'm not going to go back to Duel Links Meta to check that. Well, I am checking, but I'm not going to show y'all just because I'm like, I get assaulted by this card every time I go to my friend's house and play Duel Monsters or Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, it's 1,000. Yeah, Konami's probably going to nerf that when it comes to the game. But yeah, Stealth Bird. It's a flip back monster. If it's flipped face up, your opponent takes 1,000. Okay. So yeah, if you're playing a burn deck and still trying to somehow get the whole, shadow game skill to go, there's another choice for you. Well, I'm pretty sure you die next turn trying that. But you can try it. I'm just saying you might not live to see a sequel. But in late January, it looks like we having a new character, and of course it's what I was saying he was coming soon, Kite. It just depends when the new box is coming now. If my other prediction was right and we get Galaxy Eyes in a box or possibly has a level up reward. And the only reason I know this is the unlock event for Kite because it says I hunt your numbers along with your soul. Because fun fact, when Kite will take your number card in Zexal, he took your soul. Because that's just how his stuff was programmed. He didn't want it, just, sorry, 2-for-1 deal. It was the buy one, get one free deal. Okay, and then Missing Circuit's coming around again for Liner's Accelerator Cannon. I'm just gonna look that up to see if it's something worth talking about real quick. Oh, okay. I remember this card now. But essentially all this card does was tribute one monster and inflict damage to your opponent equal to half that monster's original attack. If you activate this card, you cannot activate any other spell card this turn. So basically you only use it if you think it's going to be game, or you just lost out your spell cards for that turn. It can be a hit or miss. It's really up to you if you would want to use that spell card Once again, I would probably say use it if you're trying to win with the shadow game skill, but it's just like, eh. And sorry that I'm trying to help people bring back the shadow game skill, but it's just like, those shadow gameplay needs something. But it looks like they improving the dual screen too in January in the mid. The scroll of the dual log will stop when you select the log during duels. In addition to the event mentioned above, there will be a campaign, new cards added, and updated to various features. Okay, so they're improving some of the game's features as well. No, okay. So that looks like that is everything that's going on in the world of Duel Links. And just to convince you that you need to hop into the whole Attack of the Dark Sign event, let's go check out Majestic Red Dragon. Just so you know, he's like Majestic Star Dragon, just he pops, I believe. Okay, here we are, Majestic Red Dragon. Similar to Majestic Star Dragon, he requires Majestic Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, and a non-tuner monster. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects after damage calculation. If this card attacks, destroy all defense position monsters on the field. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, negate its effects, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack. These changes last until the end of this turn during the end phase. Target one Red Dragon Archfiend in your graveyard, return this card from your field to the extra deck, and plus summon that target. So yeah, he is a powerful monster, negates effects. Sorry that blew out Shrek's deck if people feel like doing the work for this. Because here's the thing. The Majestic monsters, they are good. They only last for one turn. But you already dealing with a level 8 monster. A level 1. So you have to get another level 1 out on the field to even go into this. Because he's level 10. So yeah. Okay, I know what that card is. That's something that just was added to the OCG. But that's besides the point. But anyway, that's what's all new in the world of Duel Links at the moment. I hope y'all enjoyed. I know I said I was going to review some of the key cards in the box. I might make that its own separate video, but at the time of me recording this video, so you know, so far I've been recording for 34 minutes. So I'm going to end it here and edit, which you will see how much I cut out, which probably wasn't much. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all on Monday when I'm actually doing, well, when this video go up. So I mean, I'll see y'all tomorrow with a Magic the Gathering video where I am getting clapped because I am a noob at Magic and I do not know what I am doing. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.